Kar-wai, my favorite director in Hong Kong. So far the only director in Hong Kong that can use form of movies to tell stories. Let's cut to the chase and see how Wong Kar-wai tells stories. Wong's editing is definitely unique, but that has been discussed by so many people already. But his use of color is also worth noticing. In this movie, Wong used colors to tell you which phase this couple is at in their relationship. This is a scene in the room of the main characters. This is a similar scene in another room. You can see how the tone of color is changed. I don't even need to show you this part. You'll automatically know they're in the honeymoon phase. Another example of two scenes taken place at a similar location, harbor. Notice how this scene only used basic colors: black, white, red, and green. You know right away how dark and hopeless they feel. This scene at the harbor is light, bright, unlike the previous one. At this stage, this couple is happy. At least they try to be. Another filming technique that Wong uses all the time is using the structure of a building to frame his characters. Now this technique is mentioned for In the Mood for Love by many people, but actually Wong has been using it since the very beginning of his directing career. Take a look at this movie. Not only are the characters framed by the building structure, they're also framed by each other. Here, the camera moves gracefully to reveal the extension of his physical frame. Well, there are too many examples. I can't show you all of them one by one. But another interesting way that Wong tells a story is that he can tell a story by the movement of his characters. Here, Chow's wife walks in. Chan's wife backs down and stands aside. Chow walks out. She leaves, he stays. She leaves again, he stays. And then he follows. She walks frantically. She lingers. She stays, he walks away. And he walks away. Nostalgia is one of the eternal topics in Wong's movies. It's about the past, but not about history. It's about a kind of feeling, but not about facts. Let's see how Wong makes his movies nostalgic. This movie was filmed in 1990, but was talking about Hong Kong in the 60s. Usually directors would add a hint of yellow to the colors to convey the nostalgic feeling. Wong made it extremely green instead. As nostalgia is more or less a recreation of the past that lives in your memory, the art director William Chang had thus recreated the scenes according to his and Wong's memories. Nostalgia is a lingering past that you can't let go, just like this scene. Hong Kong people can let go how good Leslie Chang was as an actor. Well, he was a star. Nostalgia not only has nothing to do with real historical events, sometimes it even turns its back on them. Just like how our main character, played by Leslie Cheung here, turning his back on his biological mother, after he finds out she doesn't want him in the first place. If memory is a kind of recreation of the past, then the printed fact on your passport and the broadcasting of historical news seem to have nothing to do with your identity anymore. Another eternal topic of Wong's movies is the feeling of alienation in modern society, the distance between people, the inescapable loneliness you feel in your heart. Take a look at how Wong depicts them in his movies. In Fallen Angels, Wong massively used wide angle to shoot the scenes. It creates a really interesting sense of distance and perspective. The camera might be really close to the actors, but it still looks far away from them. What a perfect analogy. Look at how he shot this scene in a stereotypical tiny room in Hong Kong. And look at how wide-angle shot presented a kind of perspective that you don't get to see in every movie. The wide-angle shots make the audience feel like they're close to the subject, but actually they're not. Just like how this person keeps rambling to our main character, but he doesn't want to listen to him. The use of mixed colors and lighting also shows a huge contrast between the colorful place they're in and the starkness of their hearts. Speaking on telephone seems like Wong's favorite analogy to the incapability of interpersonal connections in the modern society. It's actually quite fun to watch.
I miss you. I miss your company. I never thought I'd hear from you again. It's not really you, is it? No, I know you don't know me. But your name's Elizabeth. I wanted to speak to my friend. Yeah. No, I don't want to order any fried chicken.
But nothing screams loneliness louder than silence.
我哋仲係咪拍檔？